Once upon a time, in an ancient kingdom called Ijora Kingdom, there lived a young and beautiful girl named Kemi. Kemi was the daughter of a great king, King Hade and Queen Ife. She was kind, brave, and so respectful. She was loved by those who know her in the kingdom. She never uses her power as the princess of Ijora Kingdom to oppress anyone. King Ade, her father, was the greatest warrior in his kingdom. He has won many battles for his kingdom and gained many territories. He was loved by his people. He was filled with wisdom and kindness, and he was a very brave king. He rules his people with love, provides for the poor and needy, and stands up for the oppressed. The people of Ijora Kingdom loved him and always prayed that their God would grant him long life. But one fateful day, he went for a battle but never came back. He was killed during the battle, leaving Kemi and the mother, Queen Ife, alone. The news of his death went round the kingdom, causing great pain to the people of Ijora Kingdom. They had lost a good, kind, wise, and brave king. The kingdom was no longer the same again. It was a shadow of itself. The kingdom mourned for many months, and they all continued their lives. But for Kemi, life was no longer the same. She never stopped crying. She watched her mother grieve over her father. Queen Ife, who was still mourning her husband, was advised by the elders of the kingdom to get married again. The elders believed they needed a man that would support her to govern and protect the people. Queen Ife thought about it for some time and gave in to their advice. She was introduced to a man called Wale. He was recommended to her by the elders, and she agreed to get married to him. He acted very nice to Queen Ife, and she thought the gods has blessed her with a man like King Ade, her late husband. Months after their marriage, Wale started showing his true identity to Queen Ife. He treated her badly, insulted and never cared about her. Queen Ife was heartbroken, watching the way Wale treated her and her daughter Kemi. She thought she had found a man like King Hade, her late husband. Unfortunately for her, Wale was the opposite of King Hade. He was cruel and overambitious. He only wanted to be a king to gain power. He was not a kind man. Wale has a daughter named Bola. Bola came into the palace with her father Wale. Bola and Kemi were about the same age, but unlike Kemi, Bola was the opposite of Kemi. Bola was lazy, spoiled, and self-centered. Kemi extended her love and kindness to Bola, but Bola treated Kemi with hatred. She was never kind to her. Bola constantly reports Kemi to her father, who punishes her and treats her as a slave in the palace. Wale never loved Kemi and her mother, Queen Ife. One fateful day, Queen Ife fell ill. Wale never cared about her. He refused to get the traditional doctor to attend to her. He locked Queen Ife up in the room so that no one would have access to her. This made her sickness grow worse. One day, on her dying bed, Queen Ife called Kemi to her side and said in a weak and faint voice, "My daughter, you are the daughter of a great king, a strong, wise, and brave man. I know you are really hurt and life seems unfair to you. Please, don't let anyone break your spirit. You have a pure and a kind heart. Don't let whatever you are going through change you. You will find your destiny one day." Shortly after saying these words, she passed away, leaving Kemi alone all to her fate in this world. Kemi cried and cried. She watched her mother taken away from her and buried. There was no one to console her. After mourning her mother, Kemi packed all her mother's belongings, her clothes, her jewelries, her shoes, and everything her mother has, into some bags. While packing her mother's jewelries, she saw a pendant made of gold. She hid the pendant so that no one would steal it. She kept all her mother's things in an abandoned storehouse in the palace. After the death of Queen Ife, Wale made himself the king and treated Kemi like a slave. He made her work for his own daughter, Bola. She was now referred to as the orphan girl. Everyone in the kingdom talked about Kemi and the way she was being treated by the king, but no one has the power to challenge the king because they all fear him. There was nothing they could do to help her but to pray that one day she comes out from this. King Wale was so mean, harsh, and oppressive. He imposed very high taxes on the people. This led to the people suffering so much hardship. The kingdom of Ijora, which was known for wealth and riches, became a kingdom filled with so much famine, lack, and want. A lot of people left the kingdom to other neighboring kingdoms. Traders fled to other kingdoms, and farmers lost their lands to King Wale. Kemi, in her own little way, helped a lot of people. The little she had, she shared it among the poor people. She could not watch people suffer and hungry. Despite the fact that she was struggling and was not treated well by King Wale and his daughter, her kindness and love spread around the kingdom. Many people in the kingdom admired her secretly. One night, Kemi cried herself to sleep. She was filled with pains. She wished her parents were still alive. She would not be in this situation, and the people of the kingdom would not be suffering. While sleeping on the kitchen floor, she had a dream. An old woman appeared to her. She looked at the old woman, who had gray hair. Her skin was wrinkled. She has eyes that shines like the stars. She said to Kemi, "My daughter, do not cry. The spirit of our ancestors watches over you. Your time will come." Kemi looked at her and asked her, "Who are you? And what time is coming?" The old man looked at her and smiled, took her hand and placed on her hand a small golden pendant. She told Kemi, "Wear this always, as if your life depends on it. Guide it and let no one take it from you, because when the time is right, it will lead you to your true home." When she was done talking, Kemi woke up. When she woke up from that dream, she felt she had seen the pendant somewhere. She remembered the pendant she saw while packing her mother's things. There must be something about that pendant made of gold. She said. Kemi never took the dream serious. She continued with her life as a slave to Bola and King Wale. As years go by, Kemi grew into a beautiful young woman. Despite the way she was being treated, Kemi was always kind to people. She helped those who comes to her for help, even when she had little for herself. She never stopped helping people. One fateful day, the town crier went round the kingdom and made an announcement that there is going to be a great festival called the Obajele Festival. This festival takes place only when a king from any kingdom intends to get married, and maidens from different kingdoms are allowed to perform, participate, and compete in the ceremony, and the king would choose a maiden as his queen. This festival was always performed in the night, and in the day, the king would announce his queen. This festival always happened once in a while. It's not a common festival. This time, it was a young king of Ilaje Kingdom who intends to get a queen for himself. All the maidens from Ijera Kingdom were invited. Bola was so happy when she heard it. She believed that the king of Ilaje Kingdom would choose her among all the maidens. She prepared for days. She made Kemi work so hard for her all through that period. She never stopped to remind Kemi that she was a slave and someone like her can never win the heart of a king. So Kemi was not allowed to go. That night, Kemi sat alone crying and fell asleep. The old woman appeared to her in a dream and asked her, "Why are you crying, my daughter?" Kemi said, "I want to go to the festival, but I'm not allowed to, and I have nothing to wear. I'm just a poor servant," she said. She said this as tears rolled down her face. "Stop calling yourself a servant," said the old woman. "You are not a servant. You are the heir to the throne. You have a pure heart, and you have been patient all these years," the old woman said. She held Kemi's hand and told her, "You have what it takes to win the heart of the king of Ilaje Kingdom. Just look inside of you. You have the blood of royalty in you, and the pendant, it's time to put it on. The spirit of your mother and the ancestors are with you. Get up and go." The word sounds like an echo to Kemi. Kemi got up and immediately felt powerful and filled with so much courage. She went to the abandoned storehouse. She hid all her mother's belongings. It was filled with dust and spider webs and has also become home to rats and some animals. She opened the bag and brought out a beautiful golden gown that belonged to her mother. She also brought out the pendant and wore it with the beautiful gown. The gown fit her perfectly. Cleaned one of her mother's old shoes and wore them all. She looked so beautiful like her mother. No one who sees her would recognize her to be the orphan girl. With her hair properly packed, she left for the festival. When Kemi arrived, everyone gasped. She looked so beautiful. Everyone watched her as she walked. No one could recognize her. The king could not take his eyes off her. King Akani asked her to dance with him. As they both moved together, he felt something special about her. "Who are you?" he asked. Kemi whispered, "I am just a maiden from Ijora Kingdom." She did not want to reveal her true identity. She hid herself from King Wale and Bola. They never recognized her. But as she saw King Wale and Bola coming closer to them, Kemi quickly left King Akoni and ran away. As she ran, the pendant slipped from her neck and fell on the ground. She had no time to pick it up. She disappeared into the night. The next day, King Akoni and his men went in search of Kemi. King Akoni picked up the pendant and noticed its unique marks on it. After showing the pendant to elders of Ijora Kingdom, one of the elders was surprised and shouted, "This pendant belongs to the true heir of Ijora throne." The pendant was made by Queen Ife herself for her daughter. The elder said, "Her name is Kemi. She is the only child of our late King Ade and Queen Ife. The elder went on and talked about Kemi and her fate in the end of King Wale and Bola, how she was being mistreated and subjected to slavery. Even with all the treatment she gets, she was so kind and have a pure heart. King Akani told the elders to accompany him to the palace to get Kemi. When King Akani, the elders, and his men got to the palace, Bola came forward, claiming that the pendant was for her, and it fell from her hand when she was dancing at the festival. King Wale talked to King Akani, telling him that Bola is the right choice and best woman for him. But King Akani did not listen to him. His mind was fixed to find Kemi, the woman that touched his heart in a unique way. He asked King Wale and Bola, "Where is Kemi?" They said they don't know who is Kemi. He asked one more time, "Where is Kemi?" They both denied knowing her. King Akani, with the help of the elders, went inside the palace and searched everywhere for her, but could not find her. As they were about to take their leave, they heard some noise from inside an abandoned store in the palace. Wale and Bola said, "Oh, she is our maid. She worked for us. The pendant cannot belong to her." King Akani called her, "Kemi, I know you are there. It's me, King Akani. I brought your pendant for you. Please, can you come out?" Kemi was shocked and surprised. She was also scared, but she summoned up courage and came out. She met King Akani and greeted him. Not caring how dirty she looked, King Akani fell in love with her. King Akani and the elders of Ijora Kingdom were so angry with King Wale and Bola for mistreating Kemi. How could you both do this to the heir to the throne? You stole her birthright, treated her as a slave, made her to suffer so much hardship. What have she done to deserve such treatment from you both? Wale and Bola fell to their knees in fear. The people of Ijora Kingdom, realizing the truth, turned against them. King Akani told the elders to remove Wale from the throne. They immediately pulled him out from the throne where he was seated, and the elders declared Kemi as the rightful heir to the throne, thereby making her the queen. Kemi was crowned the queen of Ijora Kingdom. Wale and Bola were banished from the kingdom. They were told never to come near the kingdom. After Kemi was made the queen, those who left Ijora Kingdom later came back. Farmlands were given back to the owners and taxes were removed. The people of Ijora Kingdom were so happy. One fateful day, King Akani invited Queen Kemi to his kingdom. He welcomed her into his kingdom. Queen Akani, who had already fallen in love with her, asked for her hand in marriage. Without wasting any time, Kemi accepted to marry King Akani. The news of King Akani and Queen Kemi getting married went round the two kingdoms. It was a day of celebration. Everyone was happy, and everyone all planned towards that day. Kings from other kingdoms came to witness this ceremony. It was a royal union. Ijora Kingdom and Ilaje Kingdom became one united kingdom. Kemi never forgot the hardship she faced. She always protected the weak and the poor. The kingdom of Ijora flourished and prospered under her rule, and the people who were once oppressed found peace and happiness. King Akani and Queen Kemi ruled their people with so much wisdom and kindness, and so the forgotten princess became a beloved queen to a kind, loving, and wise king. This proves that no matter how much darkness one faces, the light of truth and kindness will always shine through.